Mr. Burbank, are you ready on the sentencing on Johnny Jacobo Ramon?
Yes.
Good morning, ma'am. Would you, Ms. Burge, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that you will truthfully and accurately translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right. Good morning. Are you Johnny Jacobo Ramon?
Jacobo Ramon? Yes.
And Mr. Ramon, you were previously in court and entered a plea of guilty to the second-degree felony offense of accident involving death, and that was a plea agreement of a cap of 15 years in prison. I have received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Defense has. Yes, Judge.
Are there any additions or corrections?
No, you're not.
Mr. Burbank, you may proceed.
Your Honor, this is a tragic accident. If you read the factual basis, which I know you did, person was walking across the street at nighttime, and cars swerved, and my client actually hit him. As reflected by the charge, he failed to stop. He panicked, as in reference to his version, that is on page 1, and then was stopped up in Lumberton. He's been employed. He has family up in Woodville. He's been employed. He's got one problem. He is not a U.S. citizen. I would be arguing for probation in this case, but it is my understanding that there is a hold on him by immigration, and that he probably will not, if he got probation, he wouldn't be released. He has 2 prior DWIs from Tyler County that were taken care of. At the same time, what you receive, basically time served, 90 days jail. The intoxication charge that I believe is from Hardin County was when he was arrested, and that's been dismissed or rejected by the, and probably because we're down here, that's how we did it. Your Honor, I asked for there's a death involved, and I would love to have the minimum in reference to penitentiary time, but I'm asking for mid. I think that 15 is probably too harsh, and that's my opinion, especially in light of the facts and circumstances of this, in which the person was walking across the street at the time and being blocked by other vehicles, and other vehicles had to get out of the way. But he was definitely wrong in not stopping, and he was intoxicated. I would ask for anything less than the 15, because I know where he's gonna go, and that's a sad thing, but he's not here legally. And I don't know if he would like to address the court.
Sí,
Yes, sí.
Go ahead.
quiero decir que lo siento, que si lo hubiese visto, yo me hubiese detenido antes para poder auxiliarlo, pero pues
Hold on.
Judge, I'm so sorry. Had I seen him, I would have stopped and helped and rendered aid.
pero pues había un carro con...
Hold on. So are you telling me that you didn't know you hit someone?
¿Me está diciendo que usted no sabe que le pegó a alguien?
No, sí.
I did know.
Okay.
Pero pues había un carro enfrente y yo no lo pude ver
There was
antes.
a vehicle in front and I wasn't able to see him on time.
Okay.
Pero pues quiero decir que lo siento. Que
I want to say that I'm sorry.
si pudiera volver el tiempo lo haría, pero
But if I could go back in time, I would go back and
soy
help.
el culpable.
And I know I'm guilty.
Okay. Thank you.
I just have one question up here. What were you doing for work?
¿Qué estaba haciendo de trabajo?
Estaba en el roofing.
I was a ripper.
And how long have you been in the country?
¿Cuánto tiempo has estado aquí en los Estados Unidos?
14, 15 años.
14, 15 years.
And have you always had a job?
¿Siempre han tenido un empleo?
Sí.
Yes.
And you do have a family?
¿Y si tienen una familia?
Sí.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Smith?
Judge, we would argue for the max sentence in this case on the plea agreement based on the fact that when he struck him, he knew that he struck him. That was evidenced by the phone calls the next day. He knew he hit a person. When he was stopped in Koontz, which is a long way from the accident scene, he told the police when they noticed the damage on his vehicle that he had struck a deer. They, either through dealing with him before or suspecting that he was lying and knew he was intoxicated, went all the way back to the county line looking for a deer that had just been struck. And only because they were diligent in doing so did we even know that he had committed this particular crime. He knew he committed the crime. He lied about it. He has an issue with alcohol. He's here in the country illegally. I would direct your attention to the jail report in this case and how he's acting, showing disrespect for staff as well as masturbating in open bunk. We ask for a 15-year sentence in this case.
Mr. Jacobo Ramon, obviously the facts of the case are terrible. The fact that you didn't stop. The fact that you were intoxicated. And in addition, and I'm not even sure that when you were in our jail for some amount of time, there was a requirement that I release you because of the amount of time that had gone from the time of the offense while you were sitting in custody. I did that, and then you didn't show up. You are here illegally and have now killed someone. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. And at this time, find you guilty of accident involving death. Sentence you to 15 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. I have also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. It is in Spanish. I advise you to read that. If you are ever back in Texas legally, you will not be able to possess a firearm or ammunition. That could lead to more charges against you. All right. Thank you. You can go back with the bailiff. Thank you, Mr. Burbank. Thank you, Ms. Bursch. Good morning. You're Charles Newman. And this is 25 DCCR 0545. Mr. Newman was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report?
We have, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
The only addition, Judge, is after speaking with the complaining witness, we would request $1,653.75 in restitution.
We are not opposed to that.
1,653.
And 75 cents.
75. Mr. Newman, if I test you this morning, you gonna have anything in your system? Let's double check that first. Have a seat in the jury box. Okay. We're back on the record. Excuse me, cause number 25 DCCR 0545, and Mr. Newman's here for sentencing. Mr. Newman tested positive for THC, which obviously gives me some concern.
Which, just to briefly address that, he took a drug test just the other Thursday. That was for work.
No, that was just to make sure, like, I was doing good and everything, I passed. That's why.
Just to make sure you had everything out of your system
Right,
before you came to court?
Right, like, I just wanted to make sure that I was doing, like.
He had surgery a month ago.
And then I had-
Stop talking over your attorney. Let him talk.
He had surgery a month ago. He took narcotics as part of that. He has a prescription for that, but he took a drug test just to see if anything was going to show up. Nothing showed up.
Well, THC isn't have anything to do with
That is
a
correct.
surgery.
That is correct.
He's admitted that he uses marijuana. That's
right.
why I had him tested today. So at some point, you used marijuana, and you clearly were making sure it wasn't, if you had a prescription for narcotics, that's not what you were worried about. You were worried about testing negative or positive for marijuana because you admitted to the probation department that you use. And so stop. Take responsibility.
Yes, ma'am.
You shot at a car going down the interstate because they cut you off.
Yes, ma'am.
You barely missed a person in a car because you got pissed that they cut you off. And you're going to sit here and argue to me about using marijuana? I mean, this is crazy. What you did is crazy. The deal you're getting is amazing. And I would think you would come in here absolutely clean, not hoping you're clean and testing positive the week before because you might have used something that might not be out of your system, which is where we are today. All right, anything else before I sentence Mr. Newman?
Judge, I just point out a couple of things that are in the PSI. This is a severe situation, but it's certainly out of character. Mr. Newman has never really been in trouble of any kind before, so it's definitely certainly a one-off. He's always remained employed, had good employment. He did lose his job as part of this case, but he's had surgeries recently and he has work lined up, so he is intending on continuing to maintain the normal life that he's always held, other than this particular incident. Obviously, if marijuana use is a concern, if he can't stop using marijuana, they're going to figure it out at probation, whether that's drug testing or a patch or whatever the court decides is necessary for that. But it's not using worse drugs that would be even more concerning considering this case. So we're just asking the court to follow the deal and impose whatever drug conditions the court deems are necessary.
Mr. Smith, anything else?
No, Judge.
All right, so Mr. Newman, what I'm going to do, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for a period of 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $1,000 fine. You're ordered to pay restitution in the amount of $1,653.75. You will be ordered to enter and successfully complete the JCDI program, which is an intensive outpatient treatment program. Obviously, if you're using this close to court, you're going to get some treatment to make sure you're not. You will be required to wear a drug patch until further order of the court. I am also going to order that you serve 15 days up front in the Jefferson County Jail. And so you'll talk to probation today, you will go into custody, and this is just too serious of a case for me not to make sure you understand some consequences of your actions. To be coming in here for shooting at someone in a car, testing positive is just, it's not okay, and you need to understand that. So this is still an amazing opportunity. You don't have a felony conviction on your record. So if you successfully complete the probation, and Mr. Galmore's right, this is apparently seems to be very out of character, but it's so serious that it's just something's going on, and we're going to get that figured out. And so if you do everything you're supposed to and you're successful on this probation, the case gets dismissed at the end. You will never be a convicted felon. But the other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation, you will be brought back into court. You could be found guilty of the offense, and you could go to prison for up to 20 years, anywhere between 2 and 20 years for this offense. One of the things that makes me a little more comfortable, I guess, you're very lucky that the victim of this offense, number one, didn't get hurt, and number two, is in agreement with you getting this help and being on probation and making sure you follow through. So you should be very appreciative of that. I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You can go with the bailiff. Probation will talk to you in just a few minutes before they take you back.